The number one problem in our country is not crime, drugs, and alcohol, it's fatherlessness. Fatherlessness is our problem. If you know anything about AIDS, you know that the AIDS virus doesn't kill you. What AIDS does, it breaks down your immune system. And the infection that you catch is what kills you. Fatherlessness is the same way. If you take a father out of the home, the family doesn't die, but it opens it up for infection, teenage pregnancy, at-risk youth behavior. And what we have found out, based on my own personal experiences, is that if we can reconnect the father, re-engage the father, that the family has a chance. And that's what we try to do here at D.A.D.S.
Without the male role model involved in our children's lives, we lose a lot of ground. And if you look at our streets today, you will see young men looking for positive role models, but they don't know what that is because they haven't received it from home. So our children need their daddies.
D.A.D.S. is an organization that helps men, families, urban families, navigate relational and legal barriers that separate them from their children and their families. There are a number of situations within our community. For example, men who come off of drugs and alcohol, who are looking to reestablish themselves, men who are coming out of prison, who want to reconnect with their families but have no tools, no areas in which to do that. What we try to do is undergird and support that. I've never met a father who did not want to be connected to his family, to his children, but folks never asked them that. Here's what we do at D.A.D.S. is we ask them that question. And then we try to give them the tools that they need to use to get back into that family. They know that they don't want their children to repeat in their footsteps. D.A.D.S. has seen over 3,000 men in the last 10 years. One of the things that we make real clear to them, this is not to get you to duck your responsibility, but to really give you a sense of understanding why you need to step up to the plate.
What men learn to do at D.A.D.S. is find hope in themselves, so they are not discouraged by child support.
Now what he says is, I got a job, I can pay for where I can lay my head, and I can give them some money to take care of my kids. That's all they ever look for. Most of the situations that they're faced with, though, wants to take everything from them, which now allows them not to be able to live. We don't charge anything for our services, and what we teach them is how to file their own paperwork, to stand before the judge themselves. As a taxpayer, part of your money is paying for prison and to keep people in prison. Out of 3,000 of our clients, 2,000 of them, you don't even have to worry about paying for anymore.
In one of our classes, we had a gentleman, a real clean-cut looking kind of guy. He talked about the 2 kids that he had custody of prior to going into prison, and that when he got out, that was his goal, to re-enter the lives of his 2 children. A few months after that, graduation took place for Rainier Beach High School. We attended this graduation, and while I'm sitting in the parking lot waiting for my daughters to come, this gentleman in a biker's jacket kind of staggers up to my window with those 2 kids that he spoke about reuniting with when he was released from jail. His son was graduating. He was at his son's graduation ceremony. His son walked up to me and gave me the biggest hug. And the only thing he could say to me was, "Thank you for what you've done with my dad, to keep him safe and to help him return home healthy. We love our dad." He also had his daughter who reiterated that thanks and said, "We can't thank you enough. Our dad is a changed person. So we thank you." So from the kids' perspective, they were like, "We don't know where we'd be right now without our dad, and you helped him find his way back home." The bottom line of what D.A.D.S. really does is brings the children's hope of them having a loving father back into their lives.